Hey everyone, it's Edward from Ideal Direct Home Improvements, and today's video is going to be a quick one, and I'm going to show you how we're going to mortise out these hinges with the butt gauge that I always use. These are 3.5 inch solid hinges, and we're going to use the butt gauge. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it, and then we're going to record quickly me using the router to clean them up and get this door ready for the frame and the hinges. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to mark our location of the hinges on the door. Let's take a look. So I just hooked my tape on the bottom and I marked my 7 inches already. And I put an X on that side there like so. So then we know that's where the hinge is going to go. Nice and simple. And I marked the top. Let's take a look at the top. Come on over. Same thing. I measured from the top, I marked my 7 inches, put an X where it goes, and that's where the hinge is going to go. Okay, so let's mark the hinges with our butt gauge. I'm going to put it on, line it up with my line, grab my hammer, take the butt gauge off. It's already marked. You see that? So you take a look. This has like a little chiseled edge, and it already marked that, and that's perfect. Now for the corner, all I have to do is take my 1/2 inch chisel and just mark the corner so it cleans up after. So that's ready to be routed right now. Let's do the same thing to the top. Same process. We have our hinges all marked, our location, put the butt gauge on, and the butt gauge even has a guide so it sits right against the door. Put it on, double check, hammer, and then I just grab the chisel, clean that corner, clean that corner. And it's ready to be routed. I'm going to be using my handy hand router with just a 1/2 inch bit, and I'm just going to clean this all up. At least the guide is there and it's all chiseled out, ready. So now that I just marked the door with the butt gauge, we're going to do the same thing to the frame. I already marked my location for the frame if you want to take a look, and it's already marked. I have my little X. I'm going to put my butt gauge right on that line, and I'm going to hit it hard. It's going to get a little loud. So that's it. It marked inside, and that's a perfect line. So when I take my router to it, it's going to clean it out so perfectly. I don't have to be worried about anything else. So that's the bottom of the frame. Same thing to the top hinge and the top of the frame. Have my lines all ready. It's going to get loud again. Take it off and it's marked. So I'm going to take my 1/2 inch chisel again, clean that corner, so on, and it's ready for router. And you can see, take a close-up look up at the butt gauge. So here's the butt gauge. It has the chisel ends, and it even has the guide, and this guide just goes against the frame or the door, and it'll give you the perfect proper placement for the hinge installation. Okay, So that's showing you how the butt gauge works. We're going to do time lapse on me cleaning these up, and I'll show you the end result with the hinges on. Okay, so let's take a look now. I just cleaned everything up. I machined them with the router. This is my router. I wish this had a light because it's hard to see with low light. Anyways, I routed the frame, top, the bottom. The door's ready to go. You see? So now let's see how it fits. Should be perfect. And that's it, perfect hinge. Now you see the little chip? Don't worry about that little chip. That's because the primer on this frame, it's like a 16th inch thick, and you can even see it. So don't worry about that, that shouldn't happen. But it fits. If I have to touch it up with a little putty, but it's perfect. And I did this freehand. Take a look at the other ones. It's perfect, right? And that's it. Any little leftover, I just cleaned it up with the knife. I didn't even need the chisel. So it's ready to install them. I'm going to show you how you install them. Okay, I'm ready to install my hinges. Now what I'm going to use to install these hinges, I'm going to use a nail set just to center the hole for the screw. And I use this because it's worked for me. I have this other tool, it's called a center punch. And you can use this. You see how it has a slight bevel there? You're supposed to put this in the hole and then tap the top of it with the hammer. Now I've used this in the past, but sometimes it goes a little squirrely, so I'm going to use what I use and test it and true. My nail set. That's it. I'm going to put them on like so. Grab my nail set, find the center, give it a slight tap, and that's already going to be centered. Just finished installing the hinges on the door and the frame, and it's all done. Nice and fitted like you just saw in the time lapse. Take a look at the top. It's all done. That's using the butt gauge. Nice and easy. Greatest little tool ever. So here's the door all installed, and there's the hinges all done. And that's how you get perfect hinges using the butt gauge. Let's take a look. And see, perfect hinges all the time. And that's the shaker door, 2-panel style. One step casing with the back band. And there you have it, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Quick video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And have a great day.